And that is a grick. Right, I've drawn it relatively accurately, and now I have to fight it. So, how many attacks do I get? Oh god damn it, I get 4 plus 1 for my axe, 5 attacks. Right, 5 attacks to kill the grick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we can consider that killed. That's killed enough, isn't it? Is it? Yeah, that's we've beheaded the grick. Right, the grick is dead. It has treasure, so I get 1 treasure. One piece of treasure. So that's cool. Right. Okay. Then we draw a new tile card. Okay, that works. That's fine. And that's the first turn, which means we draw a card. Teleport. Move one of your creatures to one of your empty lanes. I guess we can move past the monster. Draw a monster from the bag. Oh, it's a fire dwarf, my arch enemy. But I teleport past it, so that's fine. Which means put that in the discard pile. Which means I draw another card, another tile. Oh, let's put that this way. Right. To the next one. So he's fine. Don't need to worry about him. I don't draw a card this turn, but I do draw another monster because I'm on a new tile. Right. Oh, excuse me. We have a winged kobold. Oh, but there's 2 entrances, which means there's 2 monsters. All little creatures with wings. Jesus. Okay, a little imp, an imp, and a winged kobold. I'm going to go towards the winged kobold, and I have to draw him. I have to draw the winged kobold to fight the winged kobold. Right. He's got a little head, eyes. Kobolds have little horns typically. I think they're little lizard creatures. I think it won't be too detailed a kobold, but he will have his bat wings. I think I need to draw him bigger. Yeah, I definitely need to draw him bigger. Right. Ooh, gonna lose time. Can't be losing time. Can't be losing time. Can't be losing time. Oh, hi everyone, by the way. As of recording this, well, either before, during, or after me recording this episode, it either is, or has been, or will be my birthday. Which is exciting, isn't it? That's always an exciting time of the year. A birthday, for some reason. People give a shit about all that. I don't know. I don't really care, to be honest. But it is what it is. And as such, I've decided to just do what I want. So I'm playing my favourite game, which I assume you've all heard of because it's a pretty popular game. And so that's going to be that's what we're doing today. We're playing this really fun dungeon exploring game, and that's it, because it's my birthday and I do what I want. And hopefully you'll all be along for the ride, and you'll all, if you haven't seen this game before, I think you can look it up. Yeah, it's a pretty fun game. But I've got to draw the monsters in order to fight them. I mean, maybe you saw with the Grick, like, if there isn't a monster there, how can I fight the monster? So I have to draw the monster so I can fight the monster. So this one's going quite well. Again, I can't take too long with it because I'll run out of time. There's only a certain amount of days to get through the dungeon, so I have to rest his wings. And we're almost good to go. What do we reckon? Is that drawn enough to fight? I reckon it is. fucked up the arm a little bit, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Right. Then we fight. Where's the dice? We get 6 plus 1 for my axe. 7 attacks. I don't need to use them all, but I get 7 attacks to kill, behead the kobold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Definitely beheaded kobold. So that's good. Where was he? He was here. That means he's dead. So that's fun. And it did have treasure, which means I get another treasure piece. 2 treasure pieces. Oh, we're doing well so far. We are doing well so far. The imp, I don't need to worry about. And then I take another dungeon tile card. Oh, it's a dead end. Shit. That means I will need to worry about the imp. God damn. But I draw... Oh, do I put a monster first? I think so. Yeah, let me draw a monster from the thing. I'm going to have to go backwards and fight the imp, aren't I? It's a toad boy. Toad man. Toady man. Hiding in the dead end. Oh, shit, I said the secret word. That means I need to take a shot. God damn it. A half shot, that'll do. Oh, fuck. Oh. Shit. I coughed. I haven't drunk in a long time. I coughed. That means I'm a drunkard, which means I lose a day. Okay, but it's the next tile, which means I draw a card, which is what could possibly be behind that door. Roll a die when a map card has just been placed. On a 1, 2, or 3, there are no monsters on that location. On a 4, 5, or 6, there's double. Shit, okay, so on a 1, 2, or 3, there are no monsters in this room. No monsters in the room. Okay, so that's cool. So that's safe. That's fine. It's all very good. It's fine and it's good. So we backtrack to the imp, which means we have to fight the imp. God damn it. Right, okay. Let's fight an imp. Imps are smaller, so it would make sense that I draw it smaller. Where did my pen go? Imp. Let me get a look at his funny little face. Funny little imp face. Cheeky little imp grin. Teeth. Got funny little impish horns and such. Not much else going on as far as birthday goes. I did treat myself to a new toaster, as it happens. My toaster's been broken for a few years at this point, I think. It's got a long tail, that's cool. So I bought a new toaster, bought a shitload of Pop-Tarts, and I've just been sat around wearing just a t-shirt and eating Pop-Tarts. It's been great. I'm not going to say it's the best birthday I've ever had, but you know, as far as like mid-30s birthdays go, it's a pretty good one, I think. Let's draw the imp. Let's draw the imp. Let's get a slightly more impish colour. God, I forget how draining this game can be. It can be a bit full on. So little imp fist. Anyway, how are you all doing? Let's. I can talk and draw at the same time. That's what I've done. My whole podcast has basically been that, hasn't it? But this is drawing for a reason. I need to draw quickly because I've got to fight the imp. I'm not sure how much more luck I'm going to have with my axe strikes. If I'm going to get many more attacks. This impish tail. Imp. There we go. That's a legible imp, isn't it? Yeah, you can see what that is. Okay, how many attacks do I get against the imp? 2 plus 1 for my axe, 3. Oof, I've got to kill the imp in 3 attacks. I've got to be strategic. 1. Oh, 2. Oh, we did it in 2. 3. You're allowed to chop. If I was in an attack situation, I wouldn't necessarily just hack. I would dag it in, stab it in, and then draw it across. That's we killed the imp. That's all good. Imp's dead. Dead end. We're here. This guy's over here. Imp's dead. It does have treasure. God, getting all the treasure so far. Cool. Right. And what's beyond here is another dead end. Where the hell am I supposed to go? Ah, fuck. Maybe there'll be a door there. We'll say there's a door. Well, wait, 1 and then 2. I draw a card. Oh shit! The pig! 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 The pig is in the game. The pig is in play. Okay, the pig is in play. The pig is in play. The pig. 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 Okay, the monster from the bag. We have the Toad Man. Oh, I already picked him. Let's pick a different one. That's how the rules work. A growl. Jesus, a tentacled, bird-beaked brain boy. Oh shit! The pig. Oh, the pig might be able to help. Wait, how far away from me is the pig? The pig is 5 spaces away from me. So I'm on the last space here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, right. So I've got a few turns. Oh, it depends, doesn't it? Okay. Let's attack the grell. I don't think I need to do anything else. Yeah. Let's attack the grell. We've got 9 days. Attack the grell. Let's attack the grell. Sorry, pig face. 5 spaces away. The pig. God, I'm losing it. I'm losing everything. Grell. Big brain, bird, beak, and a shitload of tentacles. I hate drawing brains. I hate drawing all the little fucking bits that go with a brain. It's just a bit difficult sometimes to draw lots of little things. I had a blank. That'll do. Right. I am aware, of course, it might appear as though, because I know this game is a bit of an odd one, so it can seem a bit made up at times. Like that's been one of the primary sort of criticisms of the game, is like, oh, you're just making it up as you go along, which isn't true. I do have a very thoroughly written out list of rules, which I adhere to very strictly, because without the rules, you know, what are we? What have we got? We're nothing. Without that list of words dictating what we can and cannot do. It's what separates us from the animals. Oh god. Oh shit. I don't know if you caught it, but I did say the secret word again, which means I need to take another shot. Fuck. And again, I haven't drunk in a very long time, so a shot for me right now is unbeneficial. That's going to be how I lose all my days. I'm not going to get defeated by monsters or run out the clock any other way. I'm just going to keep losing days by being a drunkard. Right. Fight the Grell. How many attacks do I get? 5, 6. Okay, that should be plenty of attacks to fight the Grell. Right. 1, 2. Sorry, pig. 3, 4, 5, 6. Dead grill. Mashing my fucking drawing board. That's cool, but it's all in the name of fun. It's in the name of the game. Right, the grill's dead. That's fine. That was a dead end over there. We're going to say this is a doorway, so that's fine. Pig's five steps away, and the grail's dead. Did it have any treasure? No treasure. Okay, so I'm on 3 treasure at the moment. Okay. I drew a card before, which means I don't draw a card now, but I do draw a new dungeon tile. It's got a turn. Okay, right. So I'm on a new tile. The pig is now 4 spaces away. I don't draw a card, but I do draw a monster from the bag. And it's a gnoll. There's a gnoll. A hyena man with an axe. Oh, I'm dying. I need to get some iron brew in me. Right. 4 squares away. 4. Let's go attack the grail. 1, 2, 3, 4. The pig is making his way ever closer. I guess now I fight the grail. I don't draw a card. There's no more. That's fine. I said the secret word. I need to take a shot. I knew there was something I was missing. God damn it. Again, probably only a half shot, but a bit of a lightweight at the moment. That wasn't a cough. I swear that wasn't a cough. Oh, that wasn't a cough. That wasn't a cough. If I roll a 1, that was a cough. That wasn't a cough. It's fine. It's fine. Right, let's fight the gnoll. Hyena man with his hyena plan. It's quite a big one. Gnolls are pretty big creatures. His axe. This is what I do. Oh, Ewan, what did you do for your birthday? Oh, I played a single player dungeon crawling roleplay board game type thing. Oh, really? Was it fun? Well, I kept saying the secret word, so I got drunk. That's something. I don't know if you call it fun necessarily, but I got drunk. Maybe that's how some people decide whether or not it's been a good time. I don't even know how to draw gnolls necessarily. It's the goddamn llamas thing all over again, the alpacas, where I try to draw an alpaca and realise I've never once in my life drawn an alpaca, and I don't actually know what the fuck they look like. Does he have armour on his... He's got fur. But he does have armour plating on his shoulder here. Oh, he's supposed to have a shield, but I didn't give him one. Fuck it. He'll do without. He'll manage. He'll survive. Well, he might not survive, because if all goes well, I'll fucking kill him. But I guess that really remains to be seen, doesn't it? Give him like a loincloth. Legs. Is that gnoll enough? Will that do? Is that... Can you see what the fuck it's supposed to be? My eye stings. My eye is burning. I don't know if I got something in it, but it really hurts. Anyway, how many attacks do I get against the gnoll? 6. 6. Okay, the gnoll's as good as dead then. That's fine. That's fine, that is. I hope my neighbours don't mind. Oh! I was worried then because I wasn't getting it. But then right at the end I managed to get a nice slice across. That's a dead gnoll. Although, yeah, it's a dead gnoll. That's fine. You may be thinking, clearly, there's no actual effort needed. I mean, how are you going to fail chopping up a drawing of a gnoll? You'd be surprised. Yeah, you'd be surprised. So the gnoll's dead. It does have treasure, so I get another treasure coin. That's cool, right. New dungeon tile. Oh, that's a fucking weird one. The pig is 3 spaces away on a new tile. I draw a card. Oh, I already drew from that pack, so I draw from this one now. Fire axe. +1 to all subsequent combat rolls. So I got 2 axes now. Brilliant. Oh, fuck yeah. I had looked across my room to a stack of books on my floor, when glowing amongst them I saw this spine, and I thought, yes, actually, yes I would. I very much would like to look at that book again. Thank you for appearing unto me as if it was a vision from the living Christ God himself. That guy. It's the art of BoJack, got the art before the horse. Even the title of the book's funny. Well, it's kind of funny. It's not, it's not hilarious, but it's actually a good sort of precursor to the world of BoJack Horseman, because it's full of funny jokes and puns, punny humour, that kind of shit. I want to do something like this. Maybe not so detailed and colourful, but just a drawing of a bunch of characters from The Simpsons, but like background characters. Civilians, Springfieldian civilians. The characters that fill in the spaces between and around and behind The Simpsons themselves. That was not linked to this page at all. That was separate. That was a different part. That was separate from. That's about as good as I could draw a horse now, to be honest. From the creator, I guess. I have looked at this book on the podcast before, maybe even multiple times, and I'm sure whenever I did, then and now, I'll just be repeating most of the same points that come up. But tough shit. That's what you get. Must not necessarily. I mean, I could put the effort in, I guess, but I like that. Different from a lot of shows that are made, the adult animated comedy, hilarious, funny shows. The difference is this one is made by artists, by people who make art, and they took that and turned it into a TV show. Whereas a lot of the shows, they're made by comedians first, like a comedian or someone who has a funny idea for a show, and then they try to write enough episodes to keep it going. And they get an animation team, and they get everyone else involved. Oh, I'm congested as fuck. I apologise. Also, I'm having to record this bit separately because I drank too much, so you get it. Yeah, so the art of most animated comedies sort of comes second or third or even later in the process of those shows, whereas BoJack Horseman, the primary creators were artists and writers first, So they're taking that and putting it into a show, which gives far, far greater results than, you know, all the shit you see nowadays. And look at it, just all of this is like art made by Lisa Hannawalt. I guess that's the name of because it's her and her writer friend or something, I believe. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to read, but yeah, you get the idea. And this is her art. Like, she draws posters and comics, zines, just drawings of animal people. That's just what she does. And then she takes that and draws this a horseman called BoJack Horseman. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. I also love that, like, these concept sketches, just doodles, designs and whatever, all the artwork is hand-drawn artwork. It's not computer-generated whatever. You can see the creases in the paper, the ink and shit that's been used. Because a lot of art of the movie or art of the TV show books, so much of it is just digital character models, digital paintings of backgrounds, digital this, digital that, and it's all done digitally. And it doesn't make for an interesting book to look at. Whereas these are all post-it notes and paper drawings, coloured in with pencils and watercolours and all kinds of shit. It's so much more tactile, yeah, and more interesting to look at. Like, literally, it is literally is more interesting to look at this than it is, you know, a bunch of digitally drawn character models of whatever. And like this, as far as concept sketches go, in most like art of books, you get a handful of concept sketches, maybe, and then like the final designs. But all of these, this is just a person drawing these faces over and over again to try to work out the look of Diane Nguyen from the show. All these different vibes and aesthetics. All of these hand-drawn, hand-coloured pictures. So the effort and the artistry that went into BoJack. I do feel, sadly, it might be the animation style feels just a tiny bit static in the actual show. That's more than likely a budget issue. I don't know, because I'm not going to read anything about it. But I feel like all this concept work has a lot more energy than the final show does. The final TV show does feel a little bit digital and static, but it's made with a lot of love, a lot of creativity, a lot of heart and humour, and that really, really does come through. And I mean, BoJack is a really like a one-off show anyway, just for like the emotional depth that it has with regards to like mental health is a huge overarching thing, but also, you know, trauma, childhood trauma, adult trauma, substance abuse, the issues of fame and money, which obviously are a little bit niche, but you know, they're all it's a lot more than just, oh, isn't it crazy having a family these days? All the antics to get up to. The dad yells a lot and the kids, oh, they're the kids, aren't they? Oh, yeah. Phew. Wives be shopping, right? But then BoJack Horseman, you get an entire episode which is a guy giving a eulogy at his mum's funeral, talking about what it was like to grow up with her as a mum and, you know, live with her as a mum. An entire episode that's just that in one place. And then the joke at the end. And Like most shows would not do that. They wouldn't even try doing something like that. But BoJack, I love the Todd concept as well, because Todd is such a great character. Also, he's voiced by Aaron Paul. This is... Oh, okay, cool. So Aaron Paul's reaction to seeing the completed presentation animation for the first time. So I'm laying here in Spain with a giant fake beard on my face, waiting to get called back onto set, and I just watched BoJack. The entire time I had to hold my fake beard in place because of my laughter. The beard kept coming loose, and this thing took almost 3 hours to put on. I knew BoJack was going to be a lot of fun, but this, my friend, completely went way above and beyond all my expectations. It's so good. I love this show. I would absolutely have this on my DVR, and I'm thrilled to be a part of it. Thanks for the kind words about BB. We had such an amazing time doing it, and I loved being Jesse so much. I miss the kid. Oh, I was talking about Breaking Bad. BoJack looks like it's going to have an awesome potential. Can't wait to hear what people think about it. Where are you shopping it around? Oh, so this was like, I guess they got him on for the pilot before it became a full show. That's cool. But yeah, so I can't watch Aaron Paul in anything and not think that he's just Todd from BoJack Horseman. If I rewatch Breaking Bad, it's Todd from BoJack Horseman. He was in that Black Mirror episode on the later season, I think. It was just Todd from BoJack Horseman. But I love these concepts because when you've got to think of the character as, some like a bum guy that sleeps on BoJack's couch. There's so many different ways you can go with that, like all of these. And I do feel like with basically every character design, when you see the characters leading up to it, like this does look a bit too goofy and a bit too trying to be funny. But then the design they settled on feels perfect. Like there's just something about the final design of Todd and every other character that they really did pick the best possible version to be in the show. Which, again, not an easy thing to do by any means. So yeah, he looks just like a normal guy, but he's a bit of a schlub. He has his beanie on, but it doesn't look like they designed him to try to be too funny. He's pretty grounded, but he's silly and he gets up to a lot of crazy antics. And we like that. Oh, I'd bang a walrus. Oh, I mean, we all would, wouldn't we, eh? We'd all bang a walrus. I love these. I guess this is animals waiting at the hospital. An anteater eating the arm of an ant. Fish guy with a hook in his mouth. And a lion with a thorn in its finger, that's like one of those old, like... I can't think of the name. One of those old tales people tell that has a meaning to it about pulling the thorn from the lion's paw or whatever. Oh, something like that. Shut up. You know what I mean. Whoa, that's a big Mr. Peanut Butter. That's a Todd. I remember watching this one where he makes a giant, or has made a giant papier-mâché head of his own head. And that's something, even since I was a kid, I'd always wanted to do, was make a giant version of my head to wear and then walk around with a giant head. And in my head, that giant head looked like it didn't look like a real version of my head, but big. It looked like a handmade head. But that was the point. I don't know. Bojack Horseman. That's my humour summed up right there. Bojack Horseman. Brilliant. And these pages are really, really good because everyone knows by now there's been enough media about the making of films and TV shows, so you sort of know kind of what goes into it. But these pages really do give like a good sort of insight into, you don't just draw pictures animate them and make a cartoon. Like all of this. This is work. Like it's genuinely work. All of the writing on the boards and stuff. The meetings. All the scripts and readings, casting and recording voices and animating, putting it all together, scoring it, editing it, getting rights for songs and stuff. Like there's so much work that goes into making animations and shit. And that's why, like, I don't know if I'd be into doing animation even part-time, partly because just drawing this shit is a lot of work. But then everything else outside of that is so much more work. And I don't want to do it. I just want to draw a few pictures. I don't want to do all the work. Am I lazy? Perhaps. But that's my prerogative. Oh, my favourite. Below, called crayon people in the production, these low-detailed, small, colourful extras are the type of designs that are seen on the screen in the distant background, often on a city street, for example. And they're my favourites. I love them so much. Because it's exactly the same in comic books, which I point out all the time. When you draw just little shapes of people in the background, because you need to show that there's people, but they're too small to really do any detail. So you just have these shapes of people. Like these ones are basically silhouettes with a little bit of colour, and they're basically wearing clothes, but there's not detail. I love them so much. Just fun, funny little guys and gals in the background. And like this is a good example of what I was saying before, where they pick the best design. Because like, I mean, that would have been serviceable, but there is something more interesting to look at in this design than there is this one. Not just her flamboyant clothes and everything, but I don't know, something a bit more friendly, I guess. But then if that was the final design and then I saw this design afterwards, I probably would be like, yeah, they picked the best one. So maybe I'm just talking absolute shite. That, I mean, a walrus is pretty sexy, but a hippo, oh, I'm getting a bit flustered. I'm going to have to sit on my hands lest I do something I'll regret. I think I said when I was looking at the Simpsons books the other week, I love the posters and the magazines and advertisements and stuff in the Simpsons, and it's exactly the same in BoJack. Don't eat your baby. And it's a hamster, because hamsters eat their babies. PP is a safe surrender space. Are dental dams for me? Dental dam is a thing, and it's a beaver, because beavers and dams, they get pre-hatch exams. Love comes in all forms, and it's a lamb hugging a lion. Udder self-exam, and it's a cow examining, like breast exam, but it's udders. Genius. Bloody genius. A sheep mowing the lawn, and the grass clippings are flying up into his mouth, and he's eating them, because he's a sheep. The visual gags, man. They're really, really funny. Trees! Oh, they got fucking trees and shit. Oh, that's cool. A layout of his home. That's, for me personally, that's one of the sort of the aspects of the show I sort of have a distaste towards, is the fact that he's so rich. So whenever he has these problems, I'm like, shut up. You fucking got all the money in the world. Go fuck yourself. Pay to get help. Do what you need to do. Don't be such a dick. But I understand that is a fundamental part of the show. And he wasn't always rich. He started out doing comedy. He got a show and became famous. And then years and years later, that's all he's ever done, was that one show. So it's not like, you know, he was born into great wealth or anything. He could have been, but he wasn't really. Or he kind of was. But not, I don't know. More stuff, posters and things. I love those. I love those. I love those. I love all of these. I love these as well. And that's another thing that this whole art book has been so good in terms of showing the shit that goes into making the TV show. Whereas, like I say, because I pick up some art books, even like the art of like Into the Spider-Verse, that should be a really fucking cool art book because the art of that film is so cool. But you flip through that book and it's just like, yeah, digital painted backgrounds and a few character designs, and there's really not a lot interesting to it, whereas this goes so in depth into like the minutiae of all of these things, these objects and things that go into making the show. And I love it all so much. Bugs, whole bunch of bugs. I like the bug people. Ooh, pretty sexy. Ooh, speaking of me animationing, because I've done a few animations that are like the Earthworm Jim running one, the Homer heart attack one, which I've redrawn existing frames myself in my ballpoint pen style. And it's just a fun little thing, like a practice thing for me to do, just a fun little activity. And it results in quite a fun, cool looking animation. And going along with that, I think this would be really cool if I just redraw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 less than 20 drawings. Not bad at all, that could work. And then that's like almost a perfect, if you animate that, that would seem like a near perfect. I could even exclude a few of these. I could probably get rid of like that one, and maybe a couple over here. And it would still work just as well. It might not be as smooth, but it would be a perfectly serviceable animation. Because I've thought about doing that exact thing with a nude, like get one of my friends to model for me, just stand there, and I'll like take photos of them just like this, because then nude drawings, and it would be my first nude drawing I'd done that's animated, and it would just be a 360 drawing of a person. And so a good practice for that could be BoJack Horseman. That'd be pretty fun. I'm going to put a post-it note in there to remind me to, if I can look at that shit. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, that was a funny one. Where they go on a bender and they're tripping. That's cool. Oh, these are actually really good. I had a brief look through these a while ago. These storyboarding notes. I won't go through all of them, but there are some really interesting ones, which it's just stuff that makes sense, but stuff that you maybe don't think about, and then you read it as like a storyboard note, and it makes so much sense. So like, for instance, the one they've got pictures for, no, don't pull us out of a character's butt, which is referring to this. Props are characters too. Track their storyline through a sequence just like you track BoJack's storyline. If a character is holding a plate 1 second and then it's gone the next, we'd better see him put it down or head to the kitchen where it's logical that he probably put it in the sink. Which is really smart. So like, whereas Gun Viking has guns suddenly and then doesn't, and he's got no holsters, no pockets, no straps, nowhere to put them. He's just guns and then no guns. They're saying specifically, don't do that shit. If someone's holding some shit, it has to be put down somewhere, or you have to see the object be picked up or put down. Which is good. It's good. It's smart. And some cartoons do that. Some cartoons don't do that. And that is another thing that's to the benefit of BoJack Horseman, is in spite of all of its, or despite all of its absurdity and wackiness, it does remain very grounded in the physical world. You know, BoJack can't like fly around, which would be a silly thing anyway, but there are bugs, bug people, bird people that can fly because they're bird people. When BoJack goes underwater, he has to wear the diving helmet so he can breathe. and then there are all the fish people and stuff that don't. So it's very grounded in physics, in the physical realities of our world, which is cool. And that makes, like, when there are jokes and stuff like the whole underwater episode, which is almost a silent episode, which is really, really cool. The jokes are a lot stronger because it's so grounded. I think literally my only negative thing to say about the show is, there's the two things. One is the animation style for me personally is a little bit stiff. It works for telling the story, but ultimately it feels me feeling a little bit wanting in terms of like looser, bendier animation, and also the fact that it's all movie stars and shit, and I don't really care about fucking movie stars and shit. And speaking of the underwater episode, I like the little seahorse baby, and it's got a little seahorse penis. A senus. That wasn't funny. Oh, magic. Magic, the assembly. Magic with a K on the end, and it's the assembly instead of the gathering. That's quite funny. Beanie Babies. Britney Shears hair salon. That's funny. Don't tase me, fro-yo. Don't tase me. Umbrella Ella Ellis. That's funny. There's some funny stuff in there, man. Good shit. Good shit. This is my character, by the way. I feel like I glossed over that a little bit. It's a little frost dwarf. Little dwarfy guy with furs and such. Little blue skin and hair. Like he looks like Frostilicus from The Simpsons, if you know that reference. I was going to call him Frostilicus, but instead I call him Frostcock. But it's actually Faustkoken. So don't mispronounce it, otherwise he'll fuck you up. So that's him, I drew that. This is my character sheet. He's got an axe +1, but now he's got a fire axe. So he's 2 axes +1, so he gets an extra attack for every attack against an attack. There's too much stuff. I need a bigger playing area. Draw a monster from the bag. Draw a monster from the bag. Oh shit! It's a Drider. Fuck, that's cool, isn't it? That's really fucking cool. Oh, I've got to draw that. God damn it. Right. So that's me, that's there. The pig is 3 spaces away. The pig's coming. He's coming. Let's get rid of this. There's too many bits and pieces. I need to play across like a floor, a large floor. I don't have a Drider. Let's fight the Drider, which means, of course, we have to draw a Drider. I don't even know how to start drawing that. It's got a drow, an evil fucking drow head with long hair. It does have a sword. And then it's got a fucking spider's body. I don't know if I'm going to be able to effectively draw the spider's body. That might work. We might be able to make something out of that. We might not. Let's see how it goes. Oh boy. Okay, with a big thick penis. I mean pen. A big thick pen. See, look at that evil drow smile, that evil dark elf smile that they're known for. His luscious white dark elf hair. And this is a fundamental part of the game, of course, is drawing the monsters. I mean, I already have said, obviously, if there's no physical monster to fight, then how are you supposed to fight the monsters? But it's like Pictionary. Like maybe you can't necessarily draw. You don't draw typically, but it's one of those things you're going to have to learn to do if you're going to play the game, because there's drawing involved, which is great. It's great that there is a game finally that encompasses like so many of my favourite things, like drawing, monsters, randomly generated scenarios and encounters. Just dice in general. I love using dice, so it's great that there's a game that involves using dice. And it mixes, like, you know, game world things with real world things. So not just the drawing, but also, you know, attacking and actually literally fighting the monsters. I like that. I like when games are, you know, if you get a thing in Dungeons and Dragons, it's like you have to stand up and do 10 jumping jacks to win the challenge or something, and then you have to literally do the thing. So it fuses the real world that you're in with the game world that you're playing, and I really like those parts of games when they do that. So it's cool that there is a game that does that. That's really, you know, it makes it a lot more enjoyable than just roll a dice and then say whether or not you're attacking the fucking thing. That's pretty good as far as a drawing of a Drider goes, isn't it? That's quite surprisingly good, actually. I'm actually very happy with that. Let's give a little bit of a shadow under his chin. Before I chop it off, how many attacks do I get? Again, I get +2 now for my double axes. Okay, 3. I've got to kill it in 3. So let's... 1, 2, 3. I didn't. That's not dead at all. That's... If it was hanging off by a little bit, maybe, but that's... Oh, shit. I even tried to drag it to... Word. Oh, fuck. Okay, so I lose a day. I was on 9 days. Now we're on 8 days. So that's... Right. So the Drider survived. I did not. So we lose a day because I'm injured. The Drider goes away. The pig moves 1 more space. And I carry on. And that's a good thing about the game as well, is you don't have to just keep fighting the thing until one of you dies. If the event finishes, I'm on the ground, prone, unconscious, whatever, the Drider leaves. And then I wake up, it's a day later, the pig's closer. I move on to a new tile, it gets even closer. I think I draw a card now. Husker Worm, cornfield creature. When Husker Worm enters play, flip a cornfield landscape you control face down. That's just a bad time. That's I lose another day. Shit. Okay, I lose another day. So 7 days left. How many treasures? I have 4 treasure. Okay, that's more than I thought. That's something. Right. I lost a day, which means the pig is now on me, but there is a monster. So there's a monster there. The pig. What's the rules for the pig? Oh shit, okay. Right, so the pig touches me, destroys everything on the tile. So I am unconscious, I'm injured. This gets killed, but I don't get any treasure from it because I didn't kill it myself. And it's an even number of days that are left. Oh, no, it's an odd number because I lose a day because I'm injured. And it's an even number of days that are left. No, it's an odd number, which means... Oh, no, I don't... Okay, right. It was an even number, which means I don't lose a day. So I survived the pig's detonation. The pig is now discarded. And then I get up and I continue, but it's still the same day. There's no monster, so I move on to the next tile. And it's a dead end. Oy. So many dead ends. I might have to, say that it's not a dead end, and then there's a door. I need to, the rules are open. They're strict, but they're open. Also, I realised before, a tile or so ago, I did use the secret word again. God damn it. Fuck, I need to take another shot. Right, I'll set this tile up. Do I draw a card? Draw a card. No, I didn't draw a card. Draw a card. And now I do draw a card. Right, yeah, because it's 1 and then 2 and then 1 and then... Yeah. Draw a card. Wait, no, I do draw a card. Oh, what luck. Play this card when any building is in play. You may immediately play any weapon from your hand and place it in front of you as if you just found it. The weapon may then be used as normal. Okay, well that's sort of... It's not harmful, but it's not pertinent. It's an irrelevant card, so that's fine. It neither hinders nor helps me, so I'm okay with that. That's been my draw a card. Draw a monster from the bag. It's another fire dwarf. There's so many fire dwarves. Jesus. Okay. Right, I need to take a shot because I used the goddamn secret word. See if you can figure out what the secret word is. Ugh. It's a rigorous process of deciding upon a secret word. You wouldn't think I'd use it so often if I know what the secret word is, but it goddamn happens. I can feel the shots already getting to me, the shots. Jesus, the pig's done, the pig's dead. Let's get rid of the pig. Oh, Jesus, I'm getting dizzy. From what if I had not even like maybe one full shot, two third shots, I don't know. Oh, fuck! God damn it, that was a cough. We lose a day for being a drunkard. Shit. Okay. Attack the fire dwarf. Ooh, this game's intense, Jesus. Fire dwarf. Some of these drawings are actually really good that I'm doing. I'm actually really happy with some of them. It's just a shame that they get demolished. They get literally chopped to pieces. It's got a big shield. It's got an axe. Oh, I drew it awkwardly. No, he doesn't have an axe. He has a hammer. What the fuck am I talking about? And he's got bare feet. I like that he's got bare feet. In London, that means he's got lots of feet. Ah, oh, son, that man's got bare feet, man. Bare feet. Feet coming out of his asshole, man. I don't know how to say ass. Asshole. His fucking asshole, blood. Feet coming out of his fucking asshole. Shit, son. Blah, blah. What colour are we going to draw him in? We'll draw him in this, that sort of purple colour. Ooh. If I was a real drinker, the whole coughing and losing a day rule would be fucking null and void, wouldn't it? I can't believe I'm losing days to just coughing when I take a drink. But that's the rules! It's the rules of the game. I don't make the rules, but I have to enforce them since I'm the one playing. Another thing is that it's good that there's a... there are a few out there, but it's good that there's like a single player option for this game, that it's not, you know, like Dungeons and Dragons, typical Dungeons and Dragons, you need you know, a whole crew of people to play with, which is sadly one of the reasons I sort of don't really play, because I don't have anyone in my vicinity to play with. And you can play online. There are sort of numerous ways to do it that you can play online, but it's just not the same. You know, I don't need, but I very much prefer. Well, yeah, maybe I need for it to be genuinely enjoyable for me. I do kind of need to have people around, you know, to actually play the game. This is a shield, by the way, in case it wasn't obvious enough. So it's cool that there's a game that has the mechanics almost built into it right from the start that allow for single player playthroughs. My head is spinning a little bit. How many attacks against the fire dwarf? 5, 6, 7. Plenty of attacks against the fire dwarf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, that's dead, isn't it? Look, he's beheaded. He's beheaded. I can't believe I did. What was it I didn't kill? Oh, it was the Drider. You can see the drawing of it on the floor. I didn't kill the Drider. I can't believe I didn't kill the Drider. Jesus. But Fire Dwarf is dead. My drawing board's... How am I supposed to draw on this now? Every drawing I do from here on is going to have indents in it, and it's all particleizing. Did he have treasure? He did, yes. Right. 5 treasure. I've got 5 treasure pieces. Killed Fire Dwarf. Draw another tile. We're on 5 days, aren't we? Right, that's fine. That is fine. There's 2 entries. Oh fuck, that means there's 2 monsters. God damn it. I drew a card last time, which means I don't draw one now. 2 monsters. Fucking whatever. Right. I don't draw a card. My head is spinning a little bit. Ooh, excuse me. Right, let's have some iron brew. That'll do. Iron brew. That'll do. Goblin. Oh, well, there was a rule about goblins. Yes. Yes, I actually really like this model. It's a little goblin. I crafted the little... He's got a little jacket on with a hood. I crafted that myself. But it's a little goblin with like a backpack with a chest and like rolled up stuff on it, like a pack mule, but he's a goblin. I love that miniature so much. And like I say, I legitimately, with putty, crafted his little jacket on because I wanted him to be like a snow-bound goblin guy. I can challenge the goblin to a game of 5-finger fillet. Fillet eat. Right, any goblinoid creatures, it says in the rules, any goblinoid creatures can be challenged to a game of 5-finger fillet, and I have to pass over my hand 5 times. If I stab myself, I lose. If I don't, I win. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes! That was a reasonable speed. I think you'll agree that was a reasonable speed. I wasn't too slow. You can see even I practiced early on and I did stab myself right here. So it's not like I wouldn't stab like I did earlier. I beat the goblin in a challenge. He runs off. I don't get any treasure, but I was not in danger of getting injured and losing a day, so I'm happy with that. Right. Next tile. Draw a tile. Draw a tile. Technically, maybe it should be a dead end, but fuck it. We're not having dead ends. Dead ends are you can. There's a rule that allows for door generation, and there's a rule within multiplayer settings to do dead ends. But for this instance, for single player, dead ends are schmed ends. That's what I say. Draw a card because it's been enough. Legion of Earlings, cornfield creature. When Legion of Earlings enters play, you may return target creature in this lane to its owner's hand. I think that means whatever monster's here instantly gets defeated by the Legion of Earlings. corn people, they defeat the creature, which is a Xorn. Oh, that would be quite a fun one to draw as well. So they defeat the creature for me and return to its owner's hand. Basically, that means I get its treasure if it has any, which it does. So I get brilliant. Okay, cool. Are we on 6/6 treasure? Okay, we're doing more treasure than days, so we might be okay. All right. I think the Mind Flayer is fine. I'll put him back in the bag. I can use him later. This is another skew if one. Right. So it was 2 previously, so it's 1. So now I draw another card. Hysterical paralysis. I skip my next turn. Ah, fuck. That means I just lose a day. Shit. God damn it. 4. Okay. Fuck. Right. What's in the bag? The Mind Flayer. I'm literally just putting it back in there. I'm not gonna. A choker. Okay, that works. A weird, wiggly little man. I'm happy to fight him. Let's go. Let's fight the choker. The choker man. Draw a choker. These are it's nice little moments like this where we can have a nice little aside, where I can just talk. Say, hey, what's going on? What's going on? I will say, there was, I don't know how much information I can or can't say. I was drawing those pictures of Gertrude from My Hate Fairyland that weren't for any reason, and there still aren't for any reason. There's they were just for fun. There's no reason for them, but that not reason is not a reason in progress, is what that is. It's the non-reason for me drawing those pictures of Gertrude from My Hate Fairyland. That non-reason is in progress. So I'll say that. I don't want, like I say, I don't know how much I can say because I don't know how much is out there and how much will finally come of the non-reason. But me just drawing her for fun, I'm really dizzy. Is the reason is even more reason than not reason. He's got barbs on his tentacle bits. Simon Bisley was recently in London at the London Megastore of Forbidden Planet doing a signing, which I was so tempted to try to get to, and I think I could have. Often a worry is money because train fare is so expensive these days. It's basically for me to get to London is a full £50 or over £50, which isn't always out of the question. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, cool, whatever, absolutely, I'll spend that, no problem. But there are some times where I'm like, I feel like I'm talking really loud, and that's because of the drink. But yeah, there are times when £50 is just too much at that given time to spend on going to a place on a train. And so I was a little bit like that when it came to the Simon Bisley signing in London. That is just, at that time, I wasn't sure I could justify the cost of the train fare, which is sad. Trains shouldn't be that expensive, but it is what it is. But also, there was also the issue that he was only signing for an hour, which I think is especially someone like Simon Bisley. I don't know. Obviously, I don't know. But you've got to assume there's going to be some pretty hectic queues for Simon Bisley. There's a few people in the comics industry that are probably going to have a large queue of people trying to see them, and you have to think Simon Bisley is one of those few people. He might not be, I don't know, but like I say, I think it's a safe assumption that he probably would have a pretty large queue of people, and for him to only be signing for an hour, that seems so like what are the if you're towards the end of the queue, what are the chances of you actually getting to see him? And then it's going to be a really like, because it was to sign copies of the big the Horned God book, obviously to help promote it and everything, but it would be a case of like, get in, either buy a copy or have a copy previously bought and get it signed and then go. It's not like you can take time to talk to him or anything, that was another reason I was like, I just won't go to the signing, because as cool as it would have been to like see him in person and get a thing signed, that's all it would be, and it's a bit like, I want to talk to him, one creator to another, yeah. How many attacks against the choker?
5 hours later.
1. Oh, fuck! Wait, 1 plus... Shit! Oh, god damn it. Okay, I skipped ahead because I didn't want to, spend hours and hours. But, right, it's because I from now, because it's a pivotal moment, 1 day left, I'm on 8 treasure, so close potentially towards the end. Came into this room, there's another dwarf. He's not a frost dwarf, so he's not as cool, but he's alright. He's an alright dwarf. He's alright as a dwarf. He's okay as a dwarf. He's alright. I did this. I said the secret word again, so I'm another shot in as well. So I'm a bit, I have a little bit of iron brew. I drew a card. The castle gives a creature in the room +3 defense, which negates 3 of my attack. And I just rolled a 1, and I get +2 to my attack because of my 2 axes. But, so that puts my attack up to 3, which is all 3 of that is negated by the defense, which means I lose, which means I'm injured, which means we go down to 0 days. So that's it. I lose. But there is a contingency for this situation. At the end of the game, I can take a shot and I rejuvenate a day. I get 1 extra day if I take a shot. Which I might do. I shouldn't. I've got a headache. And I can do this indefinitely. That's the rule for the end of the game, is once all the days are gone, I can take a shot. And it's at the end of the day, at the end of the days, when there's 0 days, when there's no days left. I can't do that, just give myself a free day randomly in the game. I didn't use lunar day. Oh, fuck. There were lunar days as well, which add days. Shit. What's the rule for lunar days? Lunar days. I can't find the rule. I can barely see what I'm trying to read because I'm drinking a lot. Where's the word lunar day? Opposite side of the... You spend in place of any normal day. The lunar day. Oh, it's only if I get a certain card. Okay, no, yeah, that's fine. I haven't had a card that would technically warrant me getting a lunar day. I'm going to take... Oh, shit it. Oh, fucking hell. It's a half shot, but it's... That wasn't a cough. That was a huff. Plus, the coughing rule I don't think applies because I can't lose a day if I'm trying to drink a shot to gain a day. Am I? Can I? Am I? Can I? So I take a shot. I gain a day. There's 1 day left. It's fine. It's fine. There's 1 day left. The dwarf is gone. Draw a new tile card. Draw a monster. It's a rat. There's a rat. If I lose to a rat, I swear to Christ. Ugh. See, I don't... Do I draw a card? Well, I did 2. 1 and 2 and 2. 1 and 2 and 2. I think I do draw a card from here. Brain cramp. When another player plays a map card, you may roll the dice for combat this turn. I think that's a lunar day, because that doesn't strictly apply, but it's beneficial, so I get a lunar day. Oh my god. Let's get a dice to represent a lunar day. That'll do, right. I get a lunar day, so that's fine, which is basically just a free day. So if I lose a day, I can lose a lunar day or a regular day, and I still have 1 day left. So that's fine. Okay, cool. Right. Fight the rat. Oh, Jesus, my head is spinning. I don't know how many shots I've had. 5 or 6? I don't know the last time I had 5 or 6 shots. Like, any time. I don't know when I've had 5 or 6 shots. Ugh. I've got to draw a rat. I can't draw a rat. Like, it's a little rat. It's a gnarly little rat, but... Come on, Ewan, you did a whole comic full of... Whoa, it's really hard to draw right now. I did a whole comic that was about a rat. How can I not draw a rat? How can I not draw Iraq? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm legitimately struggling here right now. I mean, I can only not assume, but I know it's from drinking, but and I'll put his tail here. That'll have to do. It's imperfect, but it'll... Oh, snot dripping out of me. I don't know if that's from the what is it? Scotch? A Scotch whiskey? Yeah. Let's use a brown for the rat. Do I have a brown? Where's a brown? I'll just use that. It's fine. Hello. Who else has a birthday in September? Do you also have September birthdays? I do. If you leave a comment if you know what the hidden word is, and if you get it right, take a shot, and then I'll tell you to take a shot. I haven't done... Some people have given answers about the penis thing in the sketchbook video, and I keep meaning to get to them, to like... Because there is a set answer of penises in that sketchbook video. And I keep meaning to get to it and tell people if they were right or wrong. I'm really struggling. This is actually funny. I don't think I've ever been this drunk. I don't know if I'm drunk. Well, I probably am. But I'm really struggling to keep... I'm starting to care less. Look at that. Look at these hands. Some of the early drawings are really good. How many? Right. 4, 5, 6 attacks. That's fine. I'm drinking a lot and holding an axe. That's cool. What could go wrong? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that's fine, isn't it? That's dead. Fuck you.